Oh man, what a terrible day to go out and fly. It is so windy. It doesn't matter. I got 6 packs charged, and by God, I am going to fly every single one of them today. I mean, it's sunny out. It's not raining. I can deal with some wind. A lot of wind. Like a lot of wind. Well, let's at least see if I can keep it in the air. I mean, what's a little wind? Yeah, the wind's actually picked up. This seems to be like the windiest place in Chico for some reason. I guess because it's on the edge of town, there isn't a whole lot of trees to break the wind. I see the joke there. Different kind of breaking wind. Well, if I can keep it up here, I can probably keep it up anywhere. Oh, yeah, I am being attacked the absolute second I get off the ground. It is so hard to hold this thing steady. Ooh, yeah. You can see when I'm going with the wind, because all of a sudden I am going real fast. When I start flying into the wind, looks like I'm almost hovering. Of course, it's not too bad at the Pavo. It's got a good amount of power to cut through the wind as long as I'm driving into it. There's a nice down tilt, really plow through that wind. Man, I like flying over the top of that bar, but they got a lot of little Christmas lights up. They also have a chain across their gate, so if I crash in the bar, it's going to look a little weird me trying to jump their little short fence to get in there. It's not exactly... Woo. Look at this wind kicking my ass over here. It's not exactly like it's Fort Knox or anything, since the fence is so short I can almost just reach a leg over the top of it. I'm pretty sure somebody will take notice of me being in there. The chain's more of a suggestion to get lost. Ooh. A little unstable here. That truck coming out of nowhere. You know, it's interesting during the weekday how there's like just nobody here. I mean, there are some businesses that are open. It's just nobody ever seems to park in this area until that bar finally opens. Do a little swoop by on there. I wanted to swoop by the camera a couple of times, but it's just so much wind. It's hard to hold it steady. Ooh, air conditioning. I am Mr. Roof Inspector. I'm not so much flying as just dodging stuff. trying to bring it in careful enough to land, but I mean, look at this. Every second I turn around, I'm being drug away. Just gotta get nice and steady in there and just kill the power. Try not to kill my camera. Jiminy Christmas. You know, it's such a small camera, too. Went right for it. Look at Mr. Lucky over here. He's varying between whether or not I'm the roof inspector or Mr. Lucky. I guess it depends on the moment. Hey, maybe I get some stickers made of both of them. Stickers. Do people still use stickers? I have not touched. I've not seriously put stickers on anything in ages. If I can't, like, paint it or etch it into a surface or something, it's like, why bother? Yeah, holding together pretty well. All that practice is really paying off. I mean, I still can't do hardly any tricks or anything, but as far as flying in acro and not hitting stuff, I'm doing all right. Especially considering the fact that I can't hold this thing steady for 2 seconds because I am being drug all over the place. I don't have any good way of visualizing that to really show you just how much wind is whipping around, since there's no leaves on the trees. Gotta be at least 20 or 30 miles an hour with some gusts reaching maybe 40. Ooh, let's see if I can pass through here. Just gotta carefully sneak around the edges. Oh, shit! Ooh, ooh. Oh, like a heart attack right there. Still held us together, huh? Didn't disarm. That's what people are saying nowadays. Man, don't disarm. Recover. As long as you haven't hit the ground, there's still an opportunity to recover. It's nice having those prop covers. Because, I didn't nick my blades or anything. It just sort of bounced right off of one of those plastic Christmas light thingies. Managed to keep in the air just fine. Still, I don't want to do that again. Like I said, if I have to crawl over the top of that gate to go get my quad, I'm pretty sure they're going to alert the cops. So far, I haven't been kicked out of this particular place yet. We'll swoop by. I'm going to go back and fly that church. I don't know when, but I'm freaking going back there and flying around that church. I don't care. That guy is so full of shit. Oh, you can't fly around a school. If there's nobody at school, hell yeah, I can fly around a school. I can fly around schools, I can fly around parks, I can fly around parking lots. These are things suggested by the FAA as places for drone pilots to fly. The government says to go fly around these locations. Alright, I've already spent 2 packs here. I think I'll go spend 2 packs someplace else. You gotta get away from this area. Someplace with a little more, I don't know, cover or something. Or at the very least, someplace that's more open. The wind on this side of town is just so hellacious. I mean, the wind's strong enough just to start with, but the fact that there's no cover at all just means you're getting hit by the full breath of it. And it's breathing me all over the place. Well, this isn't going to be too much better as far as staying away from the wind, but at the very least, less obstacles. No gated areas I have to go worry about retrieving my quad from. Do want to stay away from the courthouse, though, because I'm pretty sure they're still in session. Do not want to run afoul of the police. Bad enough I've ticked off that random church guy. It's like, oh, I'm part of the church's security. What the hell kind of church has security? Do churches have bouncers these days? Am I unaware of this? He didn't have a shirt on that said staff, so I find that all of that just fucking a little hard to believe. And I did legitimately try to apologize to him about flying near them. I did not see them at all until I was in the 10 feet of them, and I immediately veered away. That's still ticking me off. That isn't the reason I haven't been out to fly for a couple of days, though. I have a paid project that needs to get done in the next 2 weeks. A lot of work to do on that. And flying around's fun and all. But as far as putting work in, the work I put into these videos has no monetary value at all. Not even $1. See the Patreon. That was a pretty good gap right there. Of course, I can't tell if I was exactly trying to fly through the gap or I just managed to dodge the bars at the last second. I mean, this right here, that was dumb luck. I just figured the quad's small enough, I'll fly through the swings. I got a 50-50 chance of hitting it or not. Oh, hey, check that out. That was a pretty good last second gap. Again, though, I'm not really planning these. I'm gonna get more skill down. Oh, what a sad little landing. Especially for something that looks so mighty in the air, and I bring it down to the ground, it's just like a little chew toy bouncing off the dirt. So sad. All right, Chew Toy. I think this is one of the bigger batteries, the 550s. The 450s, they do all right. They do pretty well, but ooh, more AC. The 450s, they experienced a lot of battery sag that the 550s aren't, and I don't think it's just because they're old. I mean, literally that extra, was it 100 milliamps or something? It just helps give it something to hold on to. I don't think I'm really getting any longer flight time though, because there is more weight. But I'm not seeing the battery sag. I'm not seeing the low battery thing flash nearly as often. Even though it comes down, even though it's diving into like 10.8, 10.7, it doesn't immediately shoot down to 10.4 and start flashing all my warnings. Man, look at all the wind blowing that water around. So maybe the 550s are a good choice of battery for the Pavo. Not because you get a lot of extra flight time, but just because you have an extra battery resources. Oh, I love that patio. Gotta be careful. One of these days, I'm just gonna leave my quad on top of that patio. That's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna crash right up there. I'm gonna stick it right under one of those plants, so I can't turtle it and get it out. It's just gonna be stuck up there. I'll have to go hassle people going in and out of the building, being like, "Could you please go up and get my quad?" That's what's gonna happen. I gotta be careful here. Make sure there's no cars coming. Look at these weird dirt mounds. Those dirt mounds are all over the place. Just like weird elevated tracks. Perfect if you had like a, off-road motorcycle to jump off the top of, but otherwise I don't know why they're there other than they just haven't bothered leveling the dirt out. You can see the wind giving my quad a rumble. But because the area is so nice and wide and open here, I don't have to worry too much about being blown into anything particular. Does make it awful dicey trying to land. Tuck it in here out the fence. I really should have flown around that fence a lot more. That's actually a pretty good little corridor right there. Okay, as mighty as this battery is, I think it's getting pretty close to running out here. Yeah, maybe get a little bit more in. Look at that. That is a nice little corridor right there. We'll have to keep that in mind in the future. The only problem is the people are usually playing pickleball right there, and I try not to disturb those people if they're there. And of course, if there's any kids in the park, then I don't want to fly around here at all. But next time I get this to myself, I'm going to go through that corridor a couple of times. Another sad little landing. Alright, that's pack number 2 here. Looks like it's not going to rain just yet. This video is sponsored by me and my game, Line Dice. This is a game involving 36 beautiful dice. Easy to play, easy to learn. A quick and fun game available on Amazon. Link in the description. Check this game out. Also in my videos somewhere there's a tutorial. Anyways, back to the video. Alrighty, got 2 packs left out of my initial 6. I think I'll take it over to a park with a slightly larger number of trees. Hopefully not a larger number of people. It's pretty windy, so and a little cold with threat of rain, so I think that's keeping most of the people out of parks, which is great for me. Not the wind so much, just the fact that it's blowing people away. Oh man, there's some people with little kids playing on those little kid play sets, which I tell you were really designed for drones. They weren't designed for little kids to play on. They were clearly designed for grown men to fly drones through. I don't know why people keep bringing their kids over there. I gotta be careful of this lady over here. I waited 5 minutes for her and her dog to get out of there, and then as soon as I got the quad ready to go, she wanders right back out into the field. It is amazing how much range I get out of that O3 and the Pavo's tiny, tiny little antennas. They're like about an inch long. They're not like lollipops or anything. They're just little tiny wire antennas inside of plastic tubes sticking out the back. Practice my flips. And they get great range. The two of those together. Ooh, there's a nice little glory shot. I think I can clean up the lenses though, because I'm getting a little light artifacts in the side of the screen under certain circumstances. You know, I'm pretty sure I can fly this further. I just don't want to, I really don't want to have this thing lose signal on the other side of that creek, because there is no bridges around here to cross. And at least I got this side of the parking lot I can fly around. I saw somebody on the path earlier, but I think they cleared out. See, I would have flown over the top of my own head, just because I always find that amusing. But again, on my right is those people and that kid. I think it's several little kids. I don't want to bug them. The last thing I want to do is get chewed out again for minorly scaring somebody. Apparently a couple of grown-ass men at a church squealing like little girls. I will not stop insulting those guys. That's kind of annoys me. What a bunch of pussies. Oh no, I saw a drone for half a second. Ooh, scary. Freaking hell. Oh, see, somebody on the path. Yes, I thought there was somebody there. Let's see if maybe I can zip up and down this one. Yeah, holding a nice line. Ooh, a little close on that sign there. The end sign was almost the end of my Pavo. Ooh, well, gotta watch out for that one too. I'm getting way too close to stuff. It is that dazzling, beautiful light, though, distracting the crap out of me. This is definitely golden hour lighting. This is very pretty. little gap there. Man, look at that light. That is so shiny. I think this battery is almost kaput. We can slowly bring it in. The wind's calmed down a little bit, but it is still awfully windy. Yeah, there's those people and this kid. I've got to avoid them. Just carefully bring this thing back. Close enough. This is such sad landings. My poor little quad bouncing off the ground. Yeah, check. You can see the wind now with all the leaves and those trees over there. There's a lot of wind. I don't think anybody else in our local town FPV Discord is interested in flying today. Those are about the only people I know around here that fly quads. Of course. Those guys have cars. Do not. So they go fly more interesting places. Kind of jealous of some of the places they go fly. A couple of them know guys that also fly wings, and they just go chase the wings with their quads. Fun little flyby. I should go see if I could bum my way into one of those things one of these days. Chasing wings with a quad is like, magnifique. A top pleasure for a quad pilot. I don't know how the guys that fly wings feel about it. This freaking quad flying circles around him. Oh, here we go. Finally, I don't see anybody in the way. Ooh. Nice little shot there. Okay, we gotta slow down. Well, trying to get away from that street. I would like to point out again, you are totally illegally allowed to cross streets in drones. You're just not supposed to hang out on them. probably not supposed to crash on them either. Obviously, it's not so much the legal worry so much as the car just going crunch crunch as it runs over your several $100 toy, smashes it to pieces. It's one thing to hit a wreck and you can at least pull out maybe like your DJI video unit or something, but man, that car hits it. There's not going to be any recoverable parts. Everything is either going to be bent or smashed to pieces. Get some jitters going on in my video. That is the wind, man. That wind is harsh. And again, as long as you're moving forward, as you're plowing through an area with like power behind it, you can usually fight off most of the effects of the wind. But then you slow down for a little second. The wind starts acting like prop wash, just shaking your quad. Alright, I think this pack is kaput. See if I can bring it in nice and steady. Yeah, that's about as graceful as it gets. Okay, there. I gotta get away from all these people and their kids and stuff. Maybe go fly the Avata at some place where it's like doesn't have families running around. Other than like the intense wind, it's a really nice day out. I should get out more often. Alright, so the little quickie Avata fly over here. The sky is looking gorgeous. Let's see if I get some of that on film before the sun dips down below the horizon. These lovely colorful clouds stop being so pretty. And that is mighty pretty. Wow. What great air conditioning. Nice sky, too. Love the top of this building. Although the mall has the best air conditioning. But this is it. This is right up there. Not so much the quantity of the air conditioning, but the quality of the air conditioning. It's very nice AC. I still think they look like standing puddles of water on the roof. I wonder if they're aware of those. I think I can bring it down a little, get near it, close to the sidewalk. Oh crud, there's somebody up there. Okay, I'm not flying down this part of the sidewalk. I'll get out of here. Not want to fly anywhere around anybody else. Already got my nerves shot enough. The church guy giving me crap. Ooh, squeeze in here for a second. This is still a public area, but I don't know. It's just such a nice tucked away location. I want to fly under that net, but no. There is a fence between me. If I crash under that and wedge my Avata, I got to go around like 2 blocks to go all the way around because of this fence that blocks the whole area. Yeah, oh, I'm not going to do any stupid gaps here. Definitely try to wise up about my gaps. No more of those. Not another one of those bridge circumstances. Oh, the bridge. I think I'm trying to get over it. I actually have some tools now. I might be able to retrieve the corpse of my original Avata. If I do, I'm going to make a little video of it. Bring my baby home. For a burial with honors. Actually, I'm just going to mount it on the wall, so. Is that a hearse? I never even noticed that crazy car before. Yeah, I'm trying to fly real close to the ground, but that wind just keeps picking up and smacking me around. See, I'm having to go really slow and carefully here. That wobble, that wobble is the wind picking up. Just give me a little smack now and then. You know, it's not as exciting as flying the Pava, but it's got its own rewards. Flying around with the Avata. Ooh. See if I can land before the wind hauls me off. Alright. I love self-landing quads. Well, I guess that'll do it for today. Running out of daylight. But managed to get through all 6 packs. So I would call that a success. A shining success. A stellar success. Yeah, maybe I'll fly again tomorrow. Or sometime.